Welcome back to the Springdale Bulldog pregame show here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Time to turn our attention to tonight's opponent, the Bishop Kelley Comets, a team that we saw last year. Came in here, handled them pretty well. This is I think it's a 5A school in Oklahoma, which would be a 6A school here in Arkansas. So think like Greenwood, Shiloh, Little Rock Christian, something like that. This is a football team that has kind of turned the roster over. But looking at them, they're coming off a tough loss last Friday night to their arch rival Bishop McGuinness out of Oklahoma City. Up 17, lost at 22-17.
Right.
This is a team you're going to catch that's going to maybe have a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was a tough loss. Anytime you have those rivalry games, you know, anything can happen. You know, they were up 17-0 into the fourth quarter, and, you know, there was a couple special teams plays that in field position that kind of hurt them, and Bishop McGuinness kind of capitalized on that and ended up winning the football game. So I'm sure that they're going to be you know, really focused on correcting those mistakes, and they'll definitely be ready this Friday night, especially with how the game went last year.
Let's talk about their offense a little bit. It all starts with their quarterback, Max Gibson. He's 6'1", he's 185 pounds. He can move around a little, kind of reminds me of Carson a little bit, but he can sling it. And this is not an offense that's going to go down the field a ton. They'll take a shot every now and then, but it's a lot of bubbles, a lot of slants, a lot of misdirection, a lot of RPO.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job as far as mixing things up. They like to run the buck sweep. You know, and some counter and power offensively. But they will do some different things with their screen game. They'll even boot out some, and they're going to try to get the ball to some of their playmakers, which number 2, you know, who played mostly safety, but also plays a little bit of running back, and number 6 comes in and spells him at times. Those are both good running backs. But then also number 3, I've been very impressed with him. You know, he's a returning starter for them. He's a senior. And then their offensive line, they have, you know, all seniors on that offensive line. So with that experience and, you know, having seniors up front is definitely going to help them out.
Now you talk about number 2, Gavin Nichols. He played last year in the game, and you guys bottled him up pretty well. I think Bishop Kelley had about 50 yards rushing total in the game. That's kind of their bread and butter, and then everything sort of comes out of that. But let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball. This is a smaller group up front, but boy, they make up for it with not just tenacity, but quickness.
Yeah, they do, and they do a good job as far as mixing up some of their coverages. They'll roll that safety down into the box, and I'm expecting them to do that to try and help with the run, especially you know, with our offense. They'll mix up some coverages. They'll play some straight cover 0. They'll play some cover 1 with 1 high safety with number 2 right there, roaming the Roman center field right there, and then they'll roll down, play some cover 3. So they give you a bunch of different looks, and but like you said, they're not the biggest group, but they are aggressive and they'll get after you.
And their defensive ends at 192 and 195 pounds. That's small by standards we see normally, but they come from all different angles. Last year they gave you a lot of eagle fronts and to kind of take away the fullback dive. How do you are you expecting that again, and how do you combat that?
Yeah, you kind of prepare for both an even and an odd front, and you know, with some of the rules that we have offensively. You know, we're able to adjust pretty quickly as far as what they're trying to give us. I know that we're, you know, working on, you know, 4-down front as well as a 3-down front with them. So I think they'll give us multiple looks. We'll go back and see, you know, what they did against us last year. And, you know, we'll be prepared for whatever they do decide to give us.
You got to hop on the bus, drive over to Tulsa for this. It's just off I-44 for those who are making the trip. Talk about coming off an emotional loss, which they are. I mean, this is their rival. This is their biggest game of the year. They played in the opener, and it got away from them. And you could see, you know, just watching some of the game film, the shoulders slump at the end. Now you got to pick up the pieces and go forward. You're going to walk into this hornet's nest. How do you guys deal with that, and how as a coach do you deal with that emotional loss?
Yeah, you know, it is difficult, especially, you know, the first game of the year with high emotions and playing, you know, your big rivalry. So there is some letdown a little bit, but also, you know, you just got to look at that next game, and they're going to have their first home opener. You know, and this is going to be their only second game of the season, so I'm expecting a lot of improvement from week 1 to week 2. You know, we've got to do a good job as far as being able to travel, and you know, hopefully that maturity and our leaders, upperclassmen, will make sure that they know, hey, this is a business trip. We're coming down there to do one thing, and that's to win.
Coach, best of luck as always. Kickoff's on the way. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldog pregame show on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jared Cleveland, Principal Jason Jones, and staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it's our pleasure to welcome you to this presentation of the Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Zach Arns, along with Coach Robert Johnson, we are coming to you live from Tulsa, Oklahoma, campus of Bishop Kelley High School, in a matchup from a year ago between these two teams. That Springdale got off to a fast start and got themselves moving quite well. Okay, so it looks like they've done the things a little different here in Oklahoma. Bishop Kelley has won the toss. They have deferred, and we're going to take a quick timeout as we get ready for the national anthem, and then we'll be right back and talk this game through. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, block lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with a highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers.
And we welcome you back to Tulsa on the campus of Bishop Kelley High School here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Springdale coming onto the field right now, 1-1 on the year, coming off that win last week against Van Buren, in which they rushed for a school record 479 yards. 3 Bulldogs went over 100 yards in that one. First time in school history we've had 3 guys go over 100 yards. Now, this Bishop Kelley team, Coach, coming off a loss to their arch rival, game that they were in control of, 17-0 going into the fourth quarter, wound up losing 22-17.
Wow.
A real gut punch for them. And tonight they're going to be without one of their best players, Gavin Nichols.
That's right. And, you know, he was significant early in that first half for him last year. And then toward the second half, we kind of started looking for him and couldn't find him. So, yeah, it's definitely a big loss for them.
Interesting matchup. Bishop Kelley, obviously a private school here in Tulsa. They'd be 6A in Arkansas.
Right.
And last year, Springdale was able to just sort of physically handle them. That was a senior-laden team. This is going to be a lot different. Springdale bigger on the offensive line. They outweigh the front 7 of Bishop Kelley by 78 pounds per man.
Right.
But what Bishop Kelley lacks in size to make up for in aggressiveness.
Right. They're going to be a lot more aggressive, but they also have a few more kids going both ways this year, too.
Also true.
And that's you know, toward the end of the game, that could make a difference.
A couple of notes for Springdale. Some guys back in the lineup. Jed Wallace will get the start at free safety tonight. He missed last week's game. Jacoby Mason dealing with a little bit of a hip injury. He's good to go. Springdale's going to get the football first. They're going to be moving left to right, and we're glad to have you here along on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. Kicking off tonight for Bishop Kelley. They'll be in the red tops, gray pants with the white trim. Will be Owen Govier. Back deep for Springdale. It's the usual trio. You've got Aaron Casados averaging 28 yards per kick return, Alec Burge, and DJ Manuel. So Springdale trying to get to 2-1. They'll have next week off, and then we'll start conference play with Rogers Heritage in 3 weeks.
Yep.
Coach, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Govier, the right-footed kicker, has it teed up. And we'll talk about this Bishop Kelley offense when they get the football. They are explosive. Govier's kick, end over end, sailing towards the end zone, is going to go in for a touchback, and Springdale's going to start with the football. Of course, leading the offense for Springdale will be number 9, Carson Hayter. Last week, 195 yards, 4 total touchdowns. Wilder Larice, Albert Burge are the running backs. Rancel Oriana, he'll be the fullback up front. It'll be Jose Delator, Angel Cruz, Kinklin Fairway, Judah Amram, and Sebastian Torres. So this will be the first play of the ball game at the 20-yard line. This is Carson. Across the 20-yard line. He'll get maybe 2 out of the play. Down there at the bottom of the pile, R.J. Woody. It'll bring up second down.
Good defense there. They just kind of pushed our little cruiser back out there at the blocker, just kind of pushed him, made him widen out a little bit, and that kind of pushed Carson out off the read. So that good job for them. Still got a couple of yards.
Got 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 7. Warm night here in Tulsa. Temperatures earlier today in the mid-90s. It's a little bit cooler now, but we'll keep an eye on that as we go along. Second play of the ball game. This is Wilder. Cross the 25-yard line. Wilder Larice up near first down yardage.
Going to be close. That's kind of where it looks like they spot him about a half-yard short.
Wilder with 193 last week on just 11 carries. Scored his first touchdown as a Bulldog, and that's going to bring up third down and short. We'll set the Bishop Kelley defense after this next play. Springdale will break the huddle. 2 wide receivers. Leatu goes to the top. Burge comes down near side. Hayter and Oriana in the backfield. Here comes Carson, and he's going to get the first down across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. It'll be first down Bulldogs.
Really good second effort right there by Carson.
2-yard pickup gives Springdale the first down. Across the front, it's Alexi Suazo, Gabe Sherrill, and John Galbraith. It's a 3-4 hybrid. They move around a little bit. Trevor Gable, Alec Frasillo in the interior, Beckett Jackson, Jake LaSauer. The outside linebackers, R.J. Woody, Carson Thompson are your corners. Wes Woody is the safety, and it looks like we've got a change, and now we've got flags down.
Looks like they lined up off sides there. Their defensive end is looking. He was lined up off sides, 44 here on the bottom.
Lucas Goodman is number 35. He's going to be in for Gavin Nichols. Gavin Nichols, a really kind of a key cog in this Bishop Kelley team. First penalty of the ball game. We'll move the ball to the 36. Clock stopped, 10:22 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. That's Oriana straight ahead. Nice play there by the middle of that Bishop Kelley defense.
You know, you talked about that. We outnumbered them as far as size-wise, but they're going to move so much and be, try to get just some movement, just kind of be more physical up front, but they're going to try to be quicker.
1 yard loss back to the 35-yard line. This is Springdale's opening possession. Springdale comes in averaging 7.2 yards per carry on the season. This is going to be 2nd down and 6. Here's Carson on the load options. Got Wilder on the pitch, 35-yard line. Wilder going to get real close to first down yardage. Going to come up about a half yard short. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're going to try to smash everything inside and bounce it to the outside. And good job there. Good play call, getting it to the outside there and letting Wilder be an athlete. Good job.
Springdale converting at just 28% coming into tonight. 1 for 1 so far on 3rd downs. This is going to be 3rd down and about a half a yard. Line to make is the 41. Carson in the shotgun. Larice behind him. That's Burge in motion. Here comes Wilder straight ahead. 1st down, midfield. The Bulldogs will move the chains.
Good job. I thought he was there. He was about a shoestring away right there. Good job. Good run.
10-yard run gives Springdale a 1st down. They'll move it out to the 50-yard line. Clock stops with 9:05 to go here in the first quarter. This is Springdale's opening drive. 6 plays, 30 yards so far. Now they wind the clock. Rules a little different here in Oklahoma as far as pregame goes. Some of the game management stuff. But once they kick it off, it's just football. This is going to be 1st and 10 at the 50. Carson directing traffic. Oriana's the up back. Larice, the deep back. Here's Carson, pitches to Wilder with room. He's going to wind up getting about 3, maybe 4 out of that. Good run there by Wilder.
Yeah.
I'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like there may have been a little confusion with Carson. Maybe didn't see the signal, something like that, but did a good job. You got, I was sitting there looking at, you got Orlana at about 5'10", 230. Then you got Wilder, at about 5'10", 215. Yeah. But can really run.
And then you throw in Carson, who's 5'10" and about 200.
Yeah, and can really run. So, you got a 3-headed monster back there. If we get things rolling, it's going to be really, really exciting to watch.
2nd down and 6 upcoming. Coming up on 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Bulldogs. Carson Hayter is the quarterback. Oriana the deep back. Here comes Ransell with room. Big Ransell's going to be knocked down nicely there. That's Goodman on the tackle, the replacement at safety. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we're going to call it 3.
Yep. That's that same play they had a lot of success with last week, right there where they cut back.
Line to makes the 40.
I'm not so sure this might be 2-down territory right here.
He plays well with A.J. You never know. There's no wind tonight. As the sun goes down here, I was watching A.J. during pregame. Hit one from 57. So this is 3rd down and 3. Springdale spread it out. Leatu comes near side. Here's Wilder straight ahead, and he's going to get about 2 down to about the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll see what Coach Hobbs wants to do. Springdale on the year, 14% on 4th down. Looks like they're going to leave the offense out, no hesitation, and Springdale's going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, there wasn't a bit of hesitation right there, so I think you're going to see them come, right at them and see what happens.
Line to make the 40, so we'll call it 4th and a yard and a half. Play clock down to 12. Springdale going to have to hurry here.
May have to call a timeout right here. I'm not sure.
5 on the play clock. Here comes Oriana, and he's not going to get there. Is he?
Effort.
I think
don't know. This official didn't. That official up there's got him.
Yep, they're going to say move the chains.
Yep, they got to the line, so
wow.
They're moving it.
They didn't hesitate. It's
Great second effort right there by Ransell right there.
And the referees didn't hesitate. They were signaling 1st down right away. So
sure did.
Right at the 40-yard line, Springdale's got the football. They convert on 4th down. And this is going to be 1st and 10 from the 40. You just feel like Carson's going to pull it here in a second.
like he's just baiting them to come in.
Carlos Hernandez is checked in at the tight end spot. There's the play. Hayter fires Larice in the flat. Wilder across the 40-35, and he's going to be close to first down yardage down near the 30-yard line.
Good job there. Carson came down and used his check down and did a good job. He looked at the play action, wasn't there, checked it down to Wilder there, and got a good pass. Wilder made a good play, made one miss. And
Wilder's first career reception as a Bulldog. It's a 9-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. Clock rolling here, 5:35 to go first quarter. This is exactly what Springdale ordered.
Yes.
A long drive so far, 11 plays, 49 yards. Here's Carson. He's not going to get there. He's going to lose. Looks like he's going to lose 2 back to the 33. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yep.
So now 3rd down and 3. Lissau on the tackle, number 20, the outside linebacker. Now Springdale faces a 3rd down and 3, 2 out of 3 so far on this drive. This drive has taken up more than half of the first quarter.
Good possession for the Dogs right here. Just keep going.
Albert Burge alongside Carson Hayter. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Burge. He's got great speed, 30-yard line. Albert Burge inside the 20. First down, Springdale down to the 16.
Good job there. Good little package there in the backfield with 3 backs. Good job. You got your backside zone to this side. They had the pitch option to the wide side of the field right there. Really good job. Good read by Carson there, making a good read and a good pitch.
15-yard pickup's enough for the first down. Springdale will scrimmage from the 18. Albert will come near side. That's the longest run of his career. We're going to do a lot of this year, a lot of firsts. This young Springdale team. Here's Oriana with room inside the 10. Close to first down yardage. And you can see Springdale started leaning now on that Bishop Kelley defensive line.
And that's what we want to do. If you've got kids that are going to go both ways, you want them out there on the field. You don't want to, hit a big one and score real quick. It's nice to do that, yes, but hey, let's control where we're at, and right now we're doing a really good job doing that.
9-yard pickup brings up 2nd down and 1. Not much changing as far as formation goes.
No, they're pretty methodical. They're just, getting set, get done, and just, run their offense.
Here's Wilder. He'll get first down yardage. Inside the 5, down near the 3-yard line. It'll be first down Dogs.
Did you see Wilder that time just jump kind of a jump stop right there and avoid that first contact? A kid with his size being able to do that's a pretty athletic move right there.
Wilder Larice, 5'10", 215, a junior. He is he's one of those guys that's gotten better each week with more work. He had one carry last year for 3 yards.
Last week was a huge confidence builder for him. It was fun to watch that kid grow up. He did a great job.
1st and goal for the Dogs. Oriana's the deep back. Here comes Ransell straight ahead.
Touchdown.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Springdale and the Dogs. Right down the field.
Great read right there, and Ransell saw the line, and he put that head down, and he wasn't going to be stopped right there. Great read, great run, good finish.
That drive took almost 9 minutes off the clock.
That was a good job. That was a good job down the field. I think we had 1 penalty. Is that right?
That is correct. A.J. Woods on to try the extra point. D.L. Morton will hold. Snaps a little low, kicks on the way, and it's good. So our score with 3:20 to go here in the first quarter, Springdale 7, Bishop Kelley nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. The Springdale scoring drive, 16 plays, 80 yards. Ransell Oriana in from 4 yards out. A.J. Woods has it teed up. Back deep, R.J. Woody. I'm going to just speculate and say Wes Woody, his brother, number 17, and it's going to come to Wes Woody at the 5. This is Woody across the 15. And he's going to get out to about the 22-yard line, and that's where Bishop Kelley will start. Kind of surprising to see a kick returned from A.J. Woods.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was one of those. He just got under the ball. I think he was a little upset. He got knocked. If you remember the extra point, he got knocked down. That kid dove after the ball, and I think he got frustrated on that, and I think that kind of probably helped lead to that. So he just got under the ball. He'll be fine.
I assure you that A.J. Woods leads the 7A and as far as kickers go and tackles.
He's going to be fine. He does a great job.
First play from scrimmage. The quarterback is Max Gibson. They run a true spread offense. They're going to throw it a lot. They're going to run it pretty well. And this is Colbert. He'll get across the 25-yard line.
Good stop there.
Sanchez there to clean him up.
Yep, good job there.
So we'll see how this injury to Gavin Nichols, who is their third running back, he's their starting free safety, but he's their big play guy. He also works as the punter. We'll see how that affects them as this ball game goes along. So it's a 3-yard pickup up to the 26. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Gibson, the quarterback, Colbert alongside.
I think we were offsides. Jacoby walked right up there and never looked at the official. He walked right up to that guy and just never looked at him.
So Springdale will be penalized the 5 yards. It'll move it up to the 31-yard line. It'll make it 2nd and 2, and that's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Early in the game, got to get yourself under control.
Yep. Just got to look at that official, and I know he's been coached to do that. Coach Chick and Coach Carter do a good job over there on the defensive side with that secondary, so I know he's been coached on that side to do that. So.
Springdale defensively, Bien Lolan is your nose tackle. Junior Rodriguez, Jake Glenn. That's your defensive line. Champal, Easton, Hahn on the inside. Sanchez and Coben are your outside linebackers. Will set the secondary in a second. Springdale shows blitz. Colbert straight ahead, and he's not going to get there.
Good job
Easton
by
Hahn
Easton
at the
Hahn.
bottom, yeah.
Hard to believe. Him and Champal right there.
No gain on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. The secondary, good to see Jen Wallace back at the free safety spot. Raxon Resham's over at the strong safety spot. Jacoby Mason, DJ Manuel, both with interceptions last week.
And yeah, in this offense, you're probably looking at like a little fast screen.
Yep,
something.
here you
but
go.
now
They're going to try.
Short. Yeah.
Yep, Springdale's ready for it. They're going to snap it deep. It's Woody straight ahead, and he's going to get across the 36, and it's going to be 1st down for Bishop Kelley. So a little trickery there, and they get the 1st down. So it's we'll call it a 6-yard pickup up to the 37.
And see that led from that penalty.
Mm-hmm,
you know,
absolutely.
And that's something you just eliminate those, and you know it's a different play call.
So this is 1st and 10. Gibson's in the shotgun. He's got Wes Woody alongside. Gibson rolls right, fires pass caught. That's R.J. Woody across the 50. 1st down, Bishop Kelley.
There, I think DJ Manuel's the corner there on that side. He played him, gave him a little cushion right there. He'll figure that out. I promise you. He's a really good defensive back, and with good speed. So he'll figure that out.
15 yards on the play gives Bishop Kelley a 1st down at the 48-yard line of Springdale. Colbert's back in at the running back spot. They'll give it to him straight ahead. He's going to get a couple. Jay Glenn down at the bottom of that pile. Marcus Coben as well.
You notice, in their offensive, they're getting those short splits and just trying to keep it tight so they don't have those big splits because of the line size difference that you see.
I'll give him 2 on that, down to the 46. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Clock running here. We're under a minute to go already. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Springdale's drive almost 9 minutes. Really kind of took the air out of this building. 2nd down and 8. We'll shift here. This is Ritz Haupt is your starting tight end. He's number 8. He's a good player. Got to watch a little bit of him last week. He's a very, very good player. Colbert's on the carry. Maybe a yard. Down to the 45 is going to bring up 3rd down. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. A very fast-moving first quarter. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So the clock's going to hit 000. Our score after 1. Springdale 7, Bishop Kelley nothing. Coach and I'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to...
Welcome back to Tulsa as we start the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Springdale with a 44% stop rate so far this season. Woody is the running back alongside Max Gibson. It's a 4 wide receiver set. Gibson throws, pass, caught. It's Pickard, and he's going to get down to about the 40-yard line, and that's going to be it. Now it's decision time for Bishop Kelley. It looks like they're sending the tight ends in.
Yeah, it was almost like a pick route. While our defensive guy kind of got picked off, I think that's what Coach Hobbs was asking that official on that sideline. It almost looked like a really good pick route for them.
4th down and 2.
Watch your hard count right here.
Yeah,
Same
that's exactly
play, but
right.
watch your hard count.
They snap it. It's Woody, and I don't think he's going to get there.
No,
Springdale
sir.
stops him, and the Dogs are going to get the football in good field position.
Great job. 26 was a part of that.
Of course he was. Easton
Jim
Hahn.
Paul.
Those 2 inside linebackers,
Jay
man.
Glenn, number 7,
All
who's
of them.
been out there.
You know,
He's
Jay,
getting better.
I was talking to Coach Hobbs about him. He's like, when he figures all of this out, he is going to be a really dangerous player for this football team. So Springdale takes over. 1st and 10 at the 40 after possessing the ball for 8.5 minutes on their first drive. Now they send the offense back out there. Again, a very warm night here in Tulsa. Springdale's got the football. Hernandez in at the tight end spot. It's Larice in motion. Here comes Ransell straight ahead, and he's going to fall forward for about 2.
You know, when they know we're going to run the zone with the option to either side, so they're trying to send that extra guy, and they tried the play action a while ago. It's going to be available here at any point. You know, Carson's just kind of baiting them in.
Oriana so far 6 carries, 18 yards, has the touchdown. This is going to be 2nd down and 8. Larice in motion. Here's Ransell again. He's going to fall forward for another 2. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And see, that time it looked like they brought an extra guy out of the secondary to be an extra guy on that sideline. So that made it a little tougher on the backside for the zone.
This is going to be 3rd down. We'll call it 7. Springdale 3 out of 4 tonight. Came in at 28% on 3rd down conversions. This feels like Leatu time, doesn't it?
Well, you know, I thought that would have been a perfect play right over here a while ago, but
3rd down and 7. Hader's got it. Now they try Larice, and he's not going to get to – he's going to come up about 3 yards
right there.
short.
Safety came up, made a really good tackle on Wilder right there. It's going to be 4th and, 4? Looks like we're going to bring the punt team out.
So it is a 2-yard gain. That'll bring A.J. on to kick. A.J. so far this season averaging 40.3. He's got a long of 53. Dual safeties will go back, both Woodies, R.J. and Wes. It's DJ Manuel in motion. A.J. gets the kick away. It's end over end. Taken at the 10-yard line. This is R.J. Woody. And you'll get up to the 22-yard line. That's it. 12-yard return. It's going to set Bishop Kelley up at the 22.
Good job there by Brody. Brody broke down a little bit late. The guy went past him, but he never gave up, came right back, and he was part of that tackle. So that's a good job of effort part for him.
Brody Webster started last week against Van Buren in the absence of Jed Wallace. Now Bishop Kelley's second possession here. 9:34 to go in the first quarter. Max Gibson will bring the offense out. Colbert will be the running back. First and 10 at the 22. This is Colbert. He's going to get out to maybe the 23, 24-yard line.
Good job.
Racks in there as well.
Was that Winton Cabin kind of on the front end of that on this side, I think, maybe?
Junior and Raxon and pretty much the left side of that defensive line. They're going to give him a yard.
Yep. Good job there, just trying to string out, and that's what the defense is. They're taught they're going to string it out to the sideline and have people come help. Good
Second
job
down,
there.
9 coming up. Gibson in the shotgun. Colbert stays in the running back spot. They're going to try a little counter here, and Colbert's got some room. He's going to get up close to the 30-yard line, and now it's going to bring up third down.
I'm sorry, that was a good little sprint draw action there. They took off sprinting, cut back underneath with the running back, and caught Hahn running right at him. That was a good little play call there.
6-yard pickup brings up third down, and we'll call it 4. Line to makes the 32, so we'll call it 3. Third down and 3. Gibson in the shotgun. Springdale jumps. It's second offsides for Springdale, and it's going to be a free 5 yards and a first down for Bishop Kelley.
Yep.
The ball will be placed at the 35. They gain a half-yard on the penalty as well, so it's a 5.5-yard penalty. And they'll put it at the 35-yard line, first and 10. This is Gibson to throw. He'll roll right. Got Colbert in the flat. Pass caught near side. Nicely done there.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Carson Thompson on the reception.
Marquise Coben dove after it and may have put some fingertips on it, but that's a good spin on the ball there by the quarterback. Good catch by the receiver diving out of bounds.
So it'll bring up second down and 1. Clock's running here. 7:55 to go second quarter. A rapidly moving football game. 17-minute first quarter, I'm told. That is that might be a new league record, I think. Gibson in the shotgun. Second down and 1. Colbert's the running back. Gibson will throw. Now he's going to throw the go route, looking for Woody. And he's going to throw it out of bounds incomplete, bring up third down. You like that call on that in that particular spot.
You bet. That's a great call. That's a great call right there. Now you got 3rd and 1 still, So don't mind that at all. Good job by Jacoby there staying with him.
So third down, 1. Here come the heavies again.
Yep.
Springdale stopped them on 4th down on the last drive. Now let's see what Bishop Kelley's got for this one. Here they come out of that huddle fast. Gibson is the quarterback. He's going to try the sneak, and we'll see. It looks like he's got it up to the 45.
Hit him first, but I don't know where he landed.
Yeah, they're going to give Gibson the first down up to the 45.
Boy, Big Junior hit him and just slid off.
So it'll bring up first and 10 at the 45. Clock stops momentarily with 7:31. Actually going to wind up giving him 2 yards up to the 46. And it's first and 10. Play clock now under 10. Wes Woody is the running back alongside Gibson. Here's Gibson on the keeper. 50-yard line with a little room into Springdale territory, going to get close to first down yardage.
That time, the quarterback pulled it and ran, and our safety just I think he took a wrong angle right there. If he takes the angle a little bit over the top, he probably makes a little different play on it.
So it'll bring up second down and 1. This is the best drive, really, for Bishop Kelley, starting to rip off chunks of yardage here.
Yeah.
Springdale comes in giving up about 283 per game through the air, 151 rushing. A lot of that came against Little Rock Central in week 1. Here comes the blitz. Gibson keeps it with room. First down to the 40-yard line. Sanchez with the tackle. Springdale sent 2 right up the middle. Couldn't wrap him up. That's going to be first and 10.
Quarterback did a good job. He saw those 2 coming, so he pulled it. And the back kind of took the brunt of both of them.
It's a 5-yard pickup. Give Bishop Kelley the Comets first and 10 at the 40. 6:15 to go here in the half. Here's Gibson to throw. Pass complete at the 26. It's Woody. Jed Wallace tried to bring him down. Couldn't do it. Woody going to be dragged down near the 10-yard line. First and 10, Bishop Kelley. So they're going to put it down at the 12. It's a 28-yard pickup. We'll give Bishop Kelley a first and 10 at the 12. Clock stops, 5:55 to go.
That was a good little curl route right there.
Yeah, good strong run there after the catch by R.J. Woody. Good crowd here for a Friday night. Very vocal crowd. We're right next to, I guess, right behind the band. Here's Woody straight ahead, and he's going to get inside the 10. Easton's got him wrapped up, and he's going to wind up getting about 5 yards out of that, down to about the 7-yard line. put her down at the 7. It's going to bring up second down. We'll call it 5. They can get a first down at the 2. Gibson in the shotgun. He's got Woody alongside.
Quarterback.
Got him again. This is Gibson inside the 5. Touchdown, Bishop Kelley, and they'll, with an extra point, tie this thing at 7.
You know, anytime you've got a quarterback that's a threat, that's another defender you got to defend, and it makes it tough on a defense.
So Govier will come in to try the extra point. Woody will hold. Springdale's offense going to have 5 minutes to work with. Snap's good, kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 5 minutes to go in the half, 7-7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
The Bishop Kelley scoring drives 10 plays, 78 yards. Gibson goes the last couple for the touchdown. And now Springdale will get the football back. Aaron Casado's going to drop back deep along with Albert Burge and DJ Manuel. Govier's got it teed up.
You know, this is a play, too. You watch for onside right
Absolutely.
here, too.
Govier drives it deep. Casado's going to watch it fly into the end zone, and Springdale will start with the football at the 20-yard line. And now we got ourselves a football game. Springdale took the opening kick, went 8.5 minutes with the football. Ransell goes in from 4, and now this game is sort of evened out a little bit.
That's right. Now we got to be able to step up and use what we've got and run our offense. Be really effective this series.
So 1st and 10 for Springdale. Ball at the 20-yard line. Carson's in the shotgun. He's got Ransell Oriana behind. That's Larice in motion. Snaps a little low. Ransell going to fight right across the 20-yard line. Not much in the middle of that Bishop Kelley defense. They've done a nice job sort of stopping those quick dives.
They've done a real good job. They've kind of crashed the middle a little bit, and they're going to make our offensive line work a little bit.
Ransell gets 2, and it's going to bring up second down and 8. Clock running, 4:38 to go here in the half. Here's Larice, 25-yard line. Wilder with room, 30-yard line, first down Springdale.
Good job right there. Good play, just almost like a true speed option.
You know, they fake the dive, sort of freeze everybody for a second, and then they get it on the corner to Wilder. It's a 10-yard pickup, first down Springdale. Wilder so far 8 carries, 44 yards. He's the leading rusher for Springdale here in the first half. A very rapidly moving first half. 4:15 to go before halftime. Here's Oriana. He'll get across the 45-yard line. Good pickup there on first down and bring up second down for the Dogs. I'll give him the 36. It'll be a 4-yard pickup, and we enter the middle 8 here as we go across.
Can they get the ball second half?
Yes, they do. So a very important drive here for Springdale.
This is a real important drive for us.
Second down. Line to reach is the 42. Albert Burge comes near side as the wide receiver. Carlos Hernandez is your tight end. Here comes Carson. He's going to get up close to the 40-yard line. They're going to give him the 39. So going to bring up third down. 3-yard pickup. And now it's going to be third down, and we'll call it 3. Springdale taking their time here as we come up to 3 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Larice on the pitch, trying to get wide. Not going to do it. Going to go down at the 36, a 3-yard loss. Carson Thompson with the tackle, and Springdale's going to have to kick. So A.J. Woods will come in.
Well, they are committing all 11 to the run on that play.
First kick for A.J. went 44 yards, returned 12 yards by Wes Woody. I need one of those patented A.J. boomers right here. Flip the field a little bit. It's DJ Manuel in motion. A.J. gets it out of there. High spiraling kick coming to Woody near side at the 25. It's going to take a Bishop Kelley roll and will roll dead at the 23-yard line. So that's where Bishop Kelley will take over with 1:59 to go here in the first half. I'm going to put that one down at about the 18-yard line. It's a 46-yard punt. And now Springdale's defense going to be asked to make a stop here before halftime.
Yep. Be huge right here. You got about right at it under 2 minutes to play. So huge defensive play right here by us.
So Gibson will bring the offense out. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go 4 wide. Gibson pass complete at the 30. And loose is R.J. Woody down the sidelines. He's going to go for a touchdown. And exactly what Springdale did not need. An 82-yard touchdown from Bishop Kelley, and they're going to take the lead 13-7.
Missed tackles.
.82 yards on the touchdown catch. And Owen Govier is going to come in for the extra point. And like you said just a minute ago, Bishop Kelley gets the football to start the second half. It's a, you talk about those middle eights. Can you win the middle eight? So here's Govier's kick. Woody will hold. Kick's on the way. And it's good. So with 1:47 to go here in the first half, Bishop Kelley 14, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs and Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. .47 to go here in the half, and Springdale now has some work to do here. Down
right.
14-7.
They have to be smart. And here's the front line has to be smart right here because, they're up 14-7. I know they don't want to give them a short field, but at the same time, this may be a great opportunity. So you're always telling those guys up front, pay attention, watch the ball. If they kick it deep, of course, their kicker's shown that he can put it in the end zone.
And Bishop Kelley doesn't have a whole lot to lose
they
here.
They just continue to do that. Try to get a good chance at a return right here.
They don't have a whole lot to lose here.
They deepen. We've put our guys a little bit deeper for that reason.
Govier's got it teed up. Back deep for Springdale is Casanos, Manuel, and Albert Burge. Not sure what we're waiting on here. And there we go. Now they shift around here, and looks like they've got okay, they're going 5 and 5 here right on opposite sides of Govier. Govier, kick's going to come down in the end zone for a touchback, and Springdale will start at the 20-yard line. This was the spot last week where Carson ripped off the 70-yard run, got Springdale back into the ball game. Need one of those really big plays from Carson Hayter right now as he brings the offense out. Carson, 4 carries, 6 yards tonight. They've done a nice job bottling him up. 1 for 1 passing so far tonight. 1st and 10 for Springdale at the 20. Carson pulls it, and he's going to be dragged down back at the 17-yard line. They're just not letting Springdale get to the outside.
Yeah, they're just trying to send some extra guys, put some extra guys in the way, and trying to create havoc, trying to mess some reads up for the quarterback.
Clock running here, 1:29 to go in the first half. Here's Carson to throw. He's going to miss Easton Hahn on the far side, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11. With 1:20 to go, clock stopped. Both teams with all of their timeouts here, so a conversion very important here for Springdale.
Got to be smart right here. Got to be smart.
Third down, 11. Reese is the tailback behind Carson Hayter. Here's Wilder. It's not going to be enough. He's going to get up to the 23, and that's it. Bishop Kelley calls the timeout, and with 1:13 to go, they're going to get the football back. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
$1:13 to go here in the half. Springdale down by 7. A.J. Woods has come on to kick. 2 punts tonight, 45-yard average, dropping back deep. Wes and R.J. Woody.
This is one where we need him to flip the field right here.
Absolutely. Springdale kind of on their heels.
We got to cover the field because those two guys will both they'll pick that ball up and run. They've shown they'll do that.
So A.J. in punt formation. Here comes Manuel in motion. A.J. High spiraling kick. Going to hit at the 35. Take a Springdale roll back to R.J. Woody at the 25. And Woody's going to be dragged down at the 29, right, and that's it.
Good coverage.
So now Springdale going to send that defense out.
Yes.
You're going to have to tackle better than they did on the last drive.
A.J. did a great job flipping the field right there. So defense just got to step up, keep it in front of them right here. You know, and you know if they get a chance to get a turnover, that's fine. If not, keep it in front of you right here. Just get to the half, make some adjustments, and come back to the second half.
4-yard return will give the Comets the football at the 29-yard line. They went one play on their last drive to R.J. Woody for the touchdown. Springdale going to show some press coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. Gibson's in shotgun formation. Gibson to throw. They'll set up the screen to R.J. Woody. DJ Manuel's got him at the 34-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup. The Comets going to try and go fast.
We got to be ready. We got to be ready. They're going to try to, yeah.
They're going to go 5 wide in this set. Gibson alone in the backfield. Gibson to throw. Plenty of time. Pass is incomplete. Shem Paul on the cover. It's going to bring up
really good job
third
by
down.
Shem Paul right there. Really good job. They tried to run a little shallow route underneath with the that running back that split out at receiver. Shem Paul told him he's not going to do that. Good job there.
39.6 seconds to go here in the half. 14-7 our score. This is going to be 3rd down and 5 on the night. Bishop Kelley 2 out of 3 on 3rd downs. They'll send Pickard and Carson to the top of the formation. R.J. Woody down here near side. Colbert is the running back. Confusion here in the Bishop Kelley backfield. 5 on the play clock. They'll snap it. Here comes Colbert. Colbert is going to be dragged down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, good job there. I knew Coach Hobb was probably going to do that. Make them have to punt the ball right here.
Jed Wallace with the tackle. It's going to be a 1-yard loss, and Springdale's going to get the football back.
That's a good job by the defense right there. Really good job.
Had to have that one. So with 31.8 seconds to go, Bishop Kelley's going to send the kick team out, I think.
Well, here's what you got to watch for. Hard count. Get a quick 5, and then make it 4th and short, and they may go for it. So that's the first thing.
5 would actually give you the first down.
If you set up to block is what I'm saying. Just be smart enough to understand that's what they're, and I know that's what coaches tell them right here. You know, watch the play. If we get a chance to go for it, go for it. If not, let's see if we can get a return.
5 would give them the first down. You know, so yeah, you're preaching.
So it's hard count's going to be real big right here.
Dropping back deep for Springdale will be Jacoby Mason and Carson Hayter. And it looks like they're sending the offense back onto the field.
Yeah, they may try to. Yep.
They're sending. It looks like a semi-punt formation with Wes Woody. We're going to get a timeout.
Chess match right now.
So we'll take the timeout with them. 31.8 seconds to go in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
31.8 seconds to go after a pair of timeouts. Springdale's going to send Jacoby Mason, Carson Hayter back in punt formation. Bishop Kelley will kick the football. 4th down and 5. As you said, kind of watching for that hard count. Snap is good. Kicks away. It's going to come to Carson at the 41-yard line. So now Springdale with 25.5 seconds to go. I don't know how dangerous you want to get, but Springdale's got the football. And we talk about the middle eights in every single game that we do, but Bishop Kelley's going to get the football and start the second half.
That's right. This may be something where if they can get something big, the first little chunk play right here, then we, line up and try to hurry. We got 2 timeouts to use, so good
here we go.
Management right here.
1st and 10, Springdale with 2 timeouts. Reese and Oriana in the backfield. Here's Carson to throw. He's going to throw it as far as he can. Looking for Leatu down the sidelines. He lays out for it, couldn't catch it. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a good ball by Carson.
So 19 seconds to go. Again, Springdale with 2 timeouts. This just feels like one of those things if you can run Leatu down and stop him.
Right.
And Carson hits him between the ones. You give AJ a chance. Play clock down to 15. Springdale just kind of milling around in the huddle. Now they're going to have to burn a timeout here unless they can get this thing set up fast. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And they do snap it. Carson to throw. Now he's flushed. Carson, we got a flag down in the backfield. Carson into Bishop Kelley territory. He's going to run out of bounds at the 37. But
it looks like, I don't know if they called a holding or if they called hands to the face because our helmet came off.
It's holding against Springdale. Threw it right at the feet, I think, of Angel Cruz, so that's coming back. And we'll see what, with 9.9 seconds to go. They're going to call that on Kinklin Fairway. He comes out, and coach is not happy with him. They're going to call it from the 41, so it'll go back to the 31. It'll be 1st down and 20. Or 2nd down at 20 with 9.9 seconds to go.
They may just let the clock run here.
Yep, looks like that's what they're going to do.
That's what they're going to do.
And now it stops with 6.9 seconds to go. Now it runs. And that's going to be the final play of the first half. So our score after 2 quarters. Bishop Kelley 14, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pod. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good, but Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
My name is Eric Burnett. I am the Assistant Athletic Director for the Springdale School District. I am so grateful for your donations to the Fuel and Feet program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Chris Wood, Assistant Athletic Director of the Springdale School District. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
I'm Jason Jones, principal at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feed program. I am Paul Gree, principal at Harbor High School. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale School Athletics, I want to say thank you.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feed program. I'm Cassie Lloyd, the head volleyball coach at Harbor High School, and without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Brandy Davis, girls basketball coach at Central Junior High. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your generosity.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you. Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
I'm Don Strubing. It's because of the generosity of people like you, we are able to fully support the Fuel and Feed program. For this, we thank you and appreciate your help. I support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
My name is Zach Arns. I'm voice of the Springdale Bulldogs. Thank you for donating to the Fuel and Feed program. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Thank you for your support.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. Springdale Public Schools is launching a free weekly podcast called Springdale Today, which will feature news relevant to Springdale families. Springdale Today will feature educational news, district staff and students, as well as influential members of the Springdale community. I hope you'll join us as the free Springdale Today podcast premieres Wednesday, September 11th at noon on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. I look forward to chatting with you more about what's happening in Springdale today.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Accidents are never planned. But no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas, with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Thank you for supporting the Fuel and Feet program. I'm Jared Park. Without your help, this program would not be possible. I support the Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
Hi, my name is Brett Hobbs. I'm the head football coach at Springdale High School. Thank you for making an investment into the future of athletics in our community of Springdale. We support Springdale Athletic Foundation because they care about our student athletes.
The Fuel and Feed program raises money to help pay for pregame and postgame meals for kids and coaches. In addition, we raise funds to buy athletic footwear for the students to compete in. I'm Donald Tucker, Executive Director of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Please take this time to help our students and coaches. Visit the link on the screen to donate now.
Thank you for your support.
On behalf of Springdale Schools Athletics, I want to say thank you.
Goodbye, guessing. Hello, confidence. So long, stress. Hello, security. Farewell, running to the bank. Hello, banking from anywhere. Get a quick view of your balance, lock lost debit cards, and quickly deposit checks anywhere, anytime with the highly rated Arvest Go mobile app from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Welcome back to Bishop Kelley High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 14-7 our halftime score. And Coach, 16 plays, 80 yards on the opening drive for Springdale. 12 plays, 19 yards since then. Bishop Kelley kind of took control on that third drive and has really dominated since then.
Yeah, and you know, just kind of going back and kind of watching, I thought they were bringing a guy extra guy. What they're doing is they're bringing that second, but they're bringing him in a little bit later. So after that read's been made, they drop that extra guy down there, and they're just making those linemen find them, and they're just running around because they know they're outweighed, like we talked about earlier. And I thought toward the end of the half they were starting to kind of get some tiredness going, but you know, I think on offense, if we'll just stay with what we got, be patient, I think we're going to be okay. Hit some play action. If they're going to continue to bring those guys up, we've got to be able to hit a play action over the top of that.
Yeah, but the Comets really did some damage on the zone read with their quarterback Max Gibson. He had himself a good first half. on the ground and through the air. Gibson, 4 carries for 23 yards in the first half, 6 of 8 for 144 and a touchdown. He's kind of been the difference so far in the first half.
You know, and we talked about it. Anytime you got a quarterback that can do that, that's another defender you've got to defend. And for the D, that puts more pressure on the defense, and they get the ball.
Yeah, and that's probably the thing that kind of worries you the most is Bishop Kelley's going to get the football to start the second half. Springdale's defense has given up 192 yards of offense. You know, you're back on that 400-yard pace, so Springdale's going to have to buckle down here. And this first drive is always the most important of the second half. Springdale's going to need to turn this thing over and get the football back. Glad to have you along here on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. That's Coach Robert Johnson, our entire SAF crew, made it over here to Tulsa. I was here early in the day.
Yeah.
You know, it was hot.
Yeah, I got a text early. I think I was in class, second hour.
It was hot when I got here, and the AC wasn't working. When I got here. But, boy, I'm telling you, I set 1 foot inside this press box. And this is a beautiful facility here in Tulsa. This is just A+. I set 1 foot in here, and, boom, the air hit.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, all right, it's going to be a good day.
It's a nice setup in here, and when I got here, it was really good. And so, you know, it's just, like I said, I think if we'll be patient right here, get a good kick right here by our kicker, and I know he's going to get one.
RJ and Wes Woody going to drop back deep. AJ's going to tee it up here, and Springdale's going to send that defense out to start the second half. A defense which gave up 8.7 yards per play, 82 yards, the longest player there in the first half. So it's been kind of a tight first half for both teams, but starting to feel like Springdale's got to stop Bishop Kelley's momentum.
That's right.
So here we go, second half, ready to go. Springdale 1-1 on the year. Bishop Kelley 0-1. Springdale will be off next week, and then Rogers Heritage to open conference play on I think it's the 26th, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that may be right, because I think the 24th is on a Wednesday. That should be right.
Here we go. AJ runs toward the football. Second half underway. High end-over-end kick's going to go into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback for Bishop Kelley. They'll start at the 20. Now the Springdale defense going to come out, and they've got to get a pass rush on Max Gibson.
Well, and if you'll notice that the couple times that he did pull it, we sent a blitz right through the hole and hit the one. You know, I think they both went through the back, and he saw that and just pulled it. Another one, we just kind of broke our edge play there and dropped down inside and should have stayed a little bit wider outside and just didn't.
Another change to keep an eye on here. Nathan Kumtak has checked in, number 37 for Yandel Sanchez. Nathan, a ball hawk, couple of career interceptions for the Springdale senior. This is the first play of the second half. Wes Woody's the running back. Max Gibson the quarterback. Gibson on the keeper, nowhere to go. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it.
Good job right there by the defense.
Bien Lowland down at the bottom of the pile. So Springdale alert to the zone read. They give him maybe a half a yard. Bring up second down. That was one of the fastest moving first halves I've ever seen. 47 minutes.
As soon as you started saying that, I started watching the White Hat. As soon as they're really fast setting the ball and getting the clock running.
I like that. Second down, 9 yards to go. There's that sprint draw to Woody. Woody with room across the 25-yard line. He's got first down yardage out to the 30.
You know, that play's really been effective for them tonight. And maybe because we're overplaying a little bit and they're cutting back off that, but that's been really effective for them.
So that'll be a first down. Bishop Kelley's 9th first down of the ball game. Clock will stop momentarily with 11-12, and they'll scrimmage from the 31-yard line. Here's Woody again. 30-yard line, nowhere to go. He's going to be stacked up and dragged down at the 25. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like it's going to be a 0-yard gain.
Big Junior got his paws on him that time.
You don't get away from Junior very often.
You know, to me right here, this is a big play. I know it's 2nd and 10, but to me this is a big play.
It's a huge play.
Yeah, defense is, really got to step up right here, do a good job, keep the ball in front of you.
A couple of scores we can report. Greenwood was leading Harbor by 7.
Yeah.
Bentonville West leading Muskogee 34-0 at halftime. This is second down. We'll call it 10. Here's Gibson. Gibson fires pass. Woo, dangerous pass there by Max Gibson. It's going to bring up third down and 10. Easton Hahn applying the pressure.
Hahn pressure, and he knows. That kid is full of energy. You know, he's the catalyst for our defense as far as energy, and he brings it every play he's got. So it's fun to watch him get out there, and then the defense just feeds off that.
3rd down and 10. 2 of 4 tonight for the Comets. Max Gibson now 6 of 9 passing, 144 through the air. This is going to be 3rd down and 10.
Oh.
And we've got movement.
I just, you know, he's that catalyst, but I tell you what, he got a little antsy that time and just anticipated too soon.
4th penalty against Springdale tonight. Going to be 25 yards. The penalties. This is going to take it from a 3rd and 10 to a 3rd and 5. That's a huge difference.
Yeah, it's huge. We've got to be really smart, be more patient on this.
Empty set for Bishop Kelley. Gibson in the shotgun. Springdale shows blitz, and they jump again.
Wow.
Now they back out of it. 3 on the play clock.
It's down. That clock
Wow.
went to 0. Yeah, sure did.
Boy, that was a weird sequence.
That was.
Marcus Coben jumped. They didn't call it. They reset, and now you're going to get the delay of game penalty. That's weird.
And they had time because I looked at the official down here, and the coach looked at the official. They had a conversation. I looked at the clock. It went to 0, and they still hadn't snapped it.
2nd penalty tonight against Bishop Kelley. Moves
So
it
now
back to the 31. Now
we're
it's
back
3rd
where
and
we
10.
started.
Yeah, right back where we started.
Probably go back to the same play they had
Same
originally.
formation.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10. Here's Gibson to throw. Got a screen set up. It's Woody at the 30. He's got 1st down yardage to the 41 and more. And we got a flag down back in the backfield. Let's see what this is. A flag down at the 19-yard line. We got a Springdale Bulldog down. It's Jed Wallace. Personal foul, roughing the passer against Springdale. So in addition to the 15-yard pickup, you're going to tack 15 more on, and Springdale's sort of unraveling with the penalties.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I was watching the receiver run the shallow route underneath right there, and I didn't see exactly what happened to the defensive guy get hit. So
we're going to put the ball down at the 39 of Springdale. Woody got to the 46-yard line on the reception. That was enough for the 1st down. And then you tack the penalty on top of that.
Boy,
winds up being a 30-yard play.
I was going to say, that's a huge turn of events right there.
So it'll be 1st down for the Comets at Springdale's 39-yard line. 10:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter, just underway. 14-7 our score. This is Gibson. No, give it to Woody. Woody with room. The 31-yard line, and they are starting to gash that Springdale defense just with simple zone plays.
Yeah.
It's an 8-yard run down to the 32-yard line. Not much there, yeah.
That was that same play a while ago when he pulled it, and that time he didn't pull it.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down on the loss. Now Springdale with an opportunity here. Get off the field. Line to makes the 29s. We'll call it 3rd down and 6. Clock running, 9:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Gibson's in the shotgun. Wes Woody alongside. Gibson to throw. Springdale brings the blitz. Down the sidelines looking for Carson Thompson. Pass caught. 18-yard line, 1st down, Bishop Kelley.
We got another flag.
Got a flag down in the backfield.
I think it's going to be the same thing.
It is. Personal foul against Springdale. That'll be half the distance to the goal line. Springdale's got to knock this off quickly. So they'll put it at the 9. It's a 9-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and goal. Bishop Kelley has 8 plays, 71 yards on this drive. Here's Gibson to throw. Plenty of time. Fires across the middle. Wild, boy, in and out of a couple of people's hands.
Yeah.
Easton Hahn, the last one to touch it. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, they took Woody underneath right there on that shallow, and I think they were looking for him to come back across, and then it skipped across him to Easton, and then it skipped across to backside to the tight end.
So it brings up second down. Clock stopped with 8:34 to go here in the quarter. This drive has been aided by 30 yards in roughing the passer penalties. This is second and goal. Gibson on the keeper with room. He's going to get down to about the 5-yard line, run out of bounds there. Raxon down there, DJ Manuel.
Stringing it out, yeah. Good job.
So it'll bring up third down and goal. You're going to put it down at the 6, so it's a 3-yard pickup.
Just be smart right here. You know, right now we're looking at 3. You know, and
yeah.
that we've got to be smart. Make sure we get that. Watch your picker out. You got 3 up top there. Woody outside, so be ready for that.
Third down and goal, ball at the 6. Clock stopped, 8:29 to go. Here's Gibson to throw. Triple slants, they fire, incomplete.
Good job
Great
right
play there by Springdale defensively. Let's get a number here. There's Marquise Coben.
Yeah, that's a good job. He's under, and I know the coaches are upset down here, but the receiver was underneath, almost right at the line of scrimmage. So, you know, they're calling for that interference. But I thought Marcus did a good job there.
Gobier on to try the kick. Let's see where they put this down. Looks like they're going to put it down at about the 14-yard line. So we'll call it a 24-yard kick. Tough angle.
Yeah, a little bit different angle. Be nice for a block, scoop, and score.
Snap's good. Kick's on the way. And it's good. So with 8:16 to go here in the third quarter, Bishop Kelley extends their lead to 10. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day. The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Car-Mart believed in me.
They believed in me. My dream car, a 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Car-Mart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
8:16 to go here in the third quarter. The scoring drive. 12 plays, 74 yards, aided by 30 yards, and Springdale roughing the passer penalties. Govier connects from 24, and now it's a 10-point ball game. They get that magic 2-score lead that all the coaches like.
Well, and it started back here, you know, when the back and forth on the series, back and forth with the penalties, and then it was third and long, and they were in that shallow, and and then the penalty again, and those are things we got to eliminate.
So Govier has it teed up, back deep. Aaron Casanos, DJ Manuel, Jacoby Mason. Springdale needs a spark here. Just 12 after that first drive. 12 plays and 19 yards. As Govier going to hit a squibber. It's grabbed by DJ at the 10. Here's Manuel, 25-yard line out to the 30. Good return, and now Springdale will start with decent field position. They got to get something going here offensively, Coach.
Yeah, they've got to maintain what they do. The offensive line, you know, it looked like to me early in that they were trying to move around defensively. Our guys were trying to look and just kind of just line up and block who you're supposed to block, and quit trying to catch blocks and just go block like they know how to block, and they'll be fine. Coach Winters does a good job there at the offensive line with them, so I think we'll get that adjusted here.
Carson brings them out. They'll go 3-4 wide. Oriana's the lone running back, and he's going to go nowhere. It's going to be a 2-yard loss back to the 28. Springdale just has not been able to run the football at all tonight against this very tough, very aggressive Bishop Kelley defense. It's going to be a 2-yard loss, and Ransell tonight, 10 carries, 24 yards, as Springdale now spreads it out. They're going to go out of the shotgun. Oriana, the running back. Here's Carson to throw. He'll fire near side, pass caught, lay it to. It's going to be a 10-yard pickup. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Good job. Anytime you can throw it to a 6'6" guy, I'll take it.
Yeah, that makes things a whole lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. Makes it, 3rd and 2 is a lot better than 3rd and 10.
Absolutely. So here's a big 3rd down for Springdale. Trying to stem the tide a little bit. 3 of 7 tonight. Again, they came in averaging 28%. This is a 3rd down and about 2.5. Wilders the deep back behind Carson Hayter. Clock stops, 7:36 to go. Play clock's at 12. Burge in motion. Nothing doing, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that time they had 8 in the box. The Carson kind of audibled. They backed a guy up, then they brought a guy back up to put 8 in the box right there, and they're trying to play games with us, and we've got to do a good job reading our keys, coming off the ball, blocking, and
A.J. Woods comes on. A.J.'s kicked it well tonight. 3 punts, 47-yard average. Wes and R.J. Woody drop back deep. Clock about to cross 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Springdale offense just has not been able to get anything going tonight. It's DJ Manuel in motion. Snap is good. A.J. gets the kick away. This one's going to hit at the 35. It's going to take a Springdale roll inside the 20 or inside the 30. It's going to be picked up at the 27-yard line, and that's where Bishop Kelley will get the football back. And credit Bishop Kelley a lot. They, that first drive, Springdale just sort of reset the line of scrimmage. Since then, Springdale hasn't been able to do much.
That's right. You're exactly right. And we thought they got to make some adjustments there, and they came out. Bishop Kelley came out with a little bit more energy, and the 2 penalties on defense cost us a little bit. And then up front, they just kind of came at us real quick, and we didn't adjust. So we got to settle back down and get where we need to be.
36-yard punt there by A.J. Woods. 6:45 to go, third quarter. Here comes the Bishop Kelley offense. Colbert's back in at the running back spot. They bring the tight end. I think that's Ritzhaupt. This is a running set for them, and they run it. Here's Colbert across the 30. They're going to give him the 32-yard line, so it's a 4-yard pickup. Bring up 2nd down and 6, and this is their run package.
Yeah.
This is the package that hurt Springdale in the first half with the zone read.
Right. And this is the one. Get ready. The quarterback's going to keep, and then pull. So.
2nd down, 6. Gibson's got it. Runs far side. Pass in and out of the hands there of R.J. Woody. Got a flag down. Yeah.
There was about 4 linemen downfield. So.
Yeah, that's one of those RPOs that didn't RPO.
No, there was several linemen downfield.
I think you got to take the penalty here, don't you, Coach?
Yeah.
It's either 3rd and 6 or 2nd and 11. We'll see what Coach Hobbs wants to do. Yep, they call it against Bishop Kelley. Will be their 3rd penalty of the night. It's going to go back to the 27. And they'll replay the down, so it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 11. Line to makes the 38. Clock stopped with 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Gibson's in the shotgun. Here comes Colbert. Colbert trying to find his way to the 30-yard line. He'll come up just short. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think they're rotating. Of course, 17 has to play defense too, so they're rotating those backs.
It's a 2-yard pickup. Make it 3rd down and 9.
Coach is down the sideline. I'm not sure that's legal in Oklahoma either.
So 3rd down and 9. Line to make again the 38-yard line. Gibson's in the shotgun. Colbert the running back. Springdale shows blitz. Here they come. 5 rushing. Gibson they can't get him on the ground. They finally do.
Big Junior got him.
Yep,
good job.
Yep, Junior with the sack. And Springdale's defense comes up big, and now an opportunity to get the football back.
Good defense right there. Good defense. They stuck with their guns. They did what they're supposed to do. Good job. I know Coach Chick, he's going to make some adjustments. Coach Hahn on offense, he's going to make his adjustments.
Now this is where Gavin Nichols sort of hurts because he's the punter. They have a young man punting, number 92, who's not on the roster. So we'll keep an eye on this. Back deep for Springdale, Jacoby Mason, Carson Hayter. Snap is good. The kick is very good. Carson calls for the fair catch. He'll catch it at the 41-yard line, and Springdale will start with very good field position.
Yeah, that's a good job there, and Carson's going to do a good job catching it, and that's one of those balls where it never really kind of turned over, and when it falls back underneath like that, that's a hard ball to catch.
It's a little tail dragger, and
it's a hard ball to catch, and he did a good job because when it does hit, it may bounce another 20 yards, and we got field position where it needs to be right there.
So Carson Hayter brings the offense out. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Springdale down by 10.
we just need to line up, get back to our basics right here, and I know Coach Hahn well enough to know that's what he's going to do.
Larice is the deep back. Here's Carson to throw. Looking for Burge out in the flat, little high, little wide. It's going to go incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. This is when I was watching them this week, it looks like a 3-4. It looks like a 3-3-5. It looks like a 3-5-3. Yeah. It's one of these things that just kind of morphs at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, most of the time when people tend to play us, it's that 3-4. Then it's going to end up being a 5-3 look, and they bring that extra safety down to help out under the run, kind of like what you're going to see here. You got your safety eased up right here.
Here's Larice trying to get to the outside. It's got the 40-yard line, 45. So good pickup there on 2nd down. Is going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Bulldogs.
You know, Carson had to take the snap off the ground. Did a good job getting the pitch. Wilder caught the ball there and did a good job. Their kids, like you said, they're a lot quicker down the field, and they strung it out really good job. And their backside linebacker just made a play.
3rd down and 5. Clock moving here. 4:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Springdale just trying to get a 1st down here. Move the chains. Keep this drive alive. So they'll spread them out. Here's Carson to throw. He's got Albert at the 50, and it's going to be short by about a yard, maybe 2. They're going to give him the 50, so it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
You know, this might be one here where we try to go for it right here. I mean, let's see what.
This feels like hard count territory, doesn't it?
It's going to be hard count. It may be just real quick count too. I mean, those are things that I know they've got them probably in the playbook, and wasn't any hesitation from Coach Hobbs, and I like to see that. You know, no hesitation. Get up there and do your job.
They're going to drop down into the flex bone. We have not seen this year. Carson will go under center. Oriana straight ahead. And, boy, I don't think he got it. Boy, it's going to be real close.
This official down here is already pointing.
Wow, okay, so Springdale gets it by the nose of the football. I was watching the referee on the top side, and he split the 50 and the 49.
This crew is fast. Now, I'm telling you
I like it.
They put the ball down. He's already marking it, and that guy's already pointing for it.
So Springdale gets the 1st down. Ball's going to be at the 49-yard line. You're right, boy. They put the ball down quick.
They put it down. They were signaling 1st down, and they go.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Springdale, 2:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is one of the fastest moving games I've ever been a part of. Here's Wilder with room.
We missed our block there at the top right there on the safety. Orlando did a great job right there as the little cruiser back getting up there for Wilder right there blocking, and then it looked like our receiver just dropped a little. And I know those receivers are coached well by Coach Williams. He does a great job.
8-yard pickup's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. Springdale trails by 10. This is their best drive since the opening drive, which went 16 plays, 80 yards. Since then, Bishop Kelley has really bottled up this offense.
Yeah. You know, but this is what we need right here with those guys like that. This is what we need.
It's Burge in motion.
Yep.
Here comes Wilder straight ahead, 1st down yardage. Wilder still going, 30-yard line. Wilder, Larice is loose. 20-yard line, 15. 10-yard line, 1st down, Springdale.
And again, I go back to what I said earlier. At 5'10", 215, you're not just going to arm tackle that kid.
No, you are not.
I mean, that's a great run by a kid that's just he's growing every game, getting stronger and stronger and more confidence. I love it.
Longest run of the day for Wilder's 30 yards. He's got 14 carries, 86 yards in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 for Springdale at the 11. They can get a 1st down at the 1. They'll go 3 wide receivers. Rancel Oriana is the running back. It's Wilder in motion. Rancel, no, it's going to be Carson with room. Carson Hader into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale, and the Dogs answer right back.
And here's what you saw there, and you looked at it. The play wasn't supposed to be cut back, but when Carson, the athlete that he is, being able to see the vision, he cut it back, and with his speed, they didn't have a chance for it.
So Springdale cuts the lead to 4. A.J. Woods coming on to try the extra point. 9 for 9 on the year. D.L. Morton's your holder. Easton Hahn is the snapper. And with 1:39 to go here, Springdale trying to cut this to 3.
Right here, move it up. This might be a time to go for 2-point conversion. Let's see what Coach Hobbs says.
So they're going to move it from the 3.
Let's see what he may decline it. Yeah. sometimes, it kind of depends on the kind of where you're at in the game. But, with the offense we run, that might have been a good time. And Coach Hobbs, hey, he knows what he's doing.
So we'll try this again. A.J. Woods on for the extra point. A.J. gets the kick away, and it's good. So with 1:39 to go in the third quarter, it's a 3-point ball game. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
The Springdale scoring drives, 8 plays, 56 yards. Carson goes in from 11 yards out. They've cut it to 3 with 1:39 to go.
That's what we needed.
Back deep for Bishop Kelley, R.J. Woody, Wes Woody. A.J. Woods has it teed up, and now the Springdale defense, which has played pretty well here in the second half, is going to get an opportunity here to hand the football back to their offense.
And we needed that drive to go long like it did. That was a good job by the offense.
So A.J., he'll get into this one. High spinning kick. Going to come to Woody's going to let that go over his head, and it's going to be a touchback. Another touchback by A.J. Woods. So Bishop Kelley will start at the 20-yard line, and this Springdale defense, if you're not fired up now.
Yeah, your offense did what you did. Your defense stopped them. Offense did what they needed to, and they're playing off each other. The special teams touched it back, and we still don't have a sponsor for touchbacks yet. But I'm fighting for it, AJ. I'm fighting it for
Aaron
it, son.
Casados is checked in at the cornerback spot. He's near side. He'll pick up Pickard. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're back to the Wes Woody at the running back spot.
Yeah, I think they're kind of rotating him.
Springdale 4 down. Here's Woody trying to get to the outside. He's going to get a couple, maybe 2 yards. Marquise Coben down at the bottom of that pile. Sanchez there as well.
Yeah, Raxton came down, just overran him. He cut back underneath Raxton. Raxton's got to stay about a half step behind him to avoid that. Just take a better angle.
2nd and 8. Coming up for Bishop Kelley. Clock approaching 1:15 to go here in the third quarter. It's been a good one. 3-point ball game.
Watch your counter out of the action looking right here.
Here's Gibson to fire. Screen set up. 25-yard line. 1st down. Woody with the catch.
May have a hold right here. I saw a flag coming in where the
flag
receiver
at the 23,
was.
Yeah.
That's usually kind of what you get. It's either a hold or a pick. At least a hold, yeah.
It's a hold, so they'll back them up, and Springdale catches a break.
Well, I tell you what, that receiver out there, he does a great job. He's a lot stronger than you think he is.
Yeah, he is.
He breaks a tackle. I mean, he's tough.
So they'll back him up. Let's see where they mark this one back to. Looks like it's going to go down at the 12-yard line, so it's a 10-yard penalty. It'll set up a 2nd down. We'll call it 18. So Springdale now with an opportunity here to get off the field as we go under a minute to go. Clock running 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
This is just be smart right here. You got, 2nd and long. Watch your sprint draw. They've had success with that play. Watch your screen and go because they've run the screen there. Now watch your screen and go. Just be smart right here.
Gibson in the shotgun. He'll roll near side. Springdale's got him. Sanchez in the backfield. Down he goes, and it's going to be a sack. And Springdale's going to set up a 3rd down and long. Yandel Sanchez with the sack.
Well, and here's what happened too. I tell you what, they faked it to 17 coming. Watch your throwback right here. It's 3rd and long right here. Run that same play action, and number 17 rolls down that sideline. We need to be ready for that.
4-yard loss back to the 8-yard line.
Let this play run out right here
gonna...
to go to the fourth quarter.
So that is going to be the final play of the third quarter. When we come back, Bishop Kelley will have a 3rd down and 22. It's a 3-point ball game. Coach and I'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television. start the fourth quarter as the band plays Sweet Caroline, one of my favorite Neil Diamond songs. 17-14 our score. It's third down and 22, and you were talking about Sanchez. That's one of your guys. I mean, that is a guy that is coming on and coming on and coming on.
He's getting some confidence.
Yeah, and that's all these guys need. Just a little experience, a little confidence.
Well, you saw Wilder do that last week, and now look at him this week. He's becoming a much better running back because of it.
So talk me through this as an offensive guy. If you're Bishop Kelley, are you gambling here?
I think you're smart right here. You're up 3. You're going in the fourth quarter. You're deep in your own territory.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is turn this thing over.
You don't want to turn it over and short field us with kind of what we're doing. I think they're going to probably be smart, probably try to run a screen. They may try to run a sprint draw. They may run a reverse right here. I think that's pretty safe. So be smart right here.
Brody Webster's checked in.
They may try to hard count, just get an easy 5 real quick.
Get a quick 5.
Yeah, I mean, just be positive. It looks like they're in that coverage where they're going to keep everything in front of them and make them have to punt the football.
So third down, 22. Springdale going to rush 3. Gibson in at the quarterback spot. Woody's the running back. Gibson to throw. A fire pass caught. And he's going to come up short of the first down, not by all that much.
No,
they're going to give him the 29-yard line, so it's going to bring up fourth down and 2.
That's probably more than probably Coach Chick wanted to give up right there, but I think where it's at, the coach, they may try to hard count, just see if we can get it, and then punt the ball.
Yeah, they leave the offense on the field, so.
I think he's looking at get the punt. Well, there he goes.
There he goes.
Well, no, he's different.
No, he's bringing in the big boys,
Big boys, he's going for it.
He is.
Or he's going to hard count. I think he's going to look to hard count. He may go for it right here. We'll see.
And Wes Woody's in the quarterback spot.
I think he ran him out there to try to see if we'd jump. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting with 11-12 to go that you're going to, I guess you value it that much and you're going to burn a timeout in a 3-point game.
Yeah. That's one of those things where they've got us a couple times jumping. So when they ran us out there, they think, hey, they're going to go for it. But our kids were disciplined.
There's nothing that says they won't send the offense right back out there and try.
That's right.
And try this again.
I'm looking to see if 82's out there in the huddle somewhere. I think they're kind of waiting to see what.
Yeah, they're kind of milling around. I see him.
There
okay,
he is.
There
He's
he goes.
coming.
All right,
so they're bringing the punt team. And this may be something right here. Watch for a fake. It's so short right here. They may kick it to an up back and kind of see who it looks like lineman. So I would probably say not. So, but
Springdale sends the defense out. They're not going to drop anybody back. Now here comes Carson.
Yeah, and that's probably what I'd do as well. And they'll do that just to hopefully keep it from hitting and rolling.
Right. Springdale not even going to get down in the stance here. They're just going to wait. They let them kick it. Snap's good. The punt's away. It's a knuckleball. It's going to hit at the 44. It's going to take a Bishop Kelley roll. Springdale's going to have good field position. Looks like they're going to get it at the 33-yard line. So Springdale's defense comes up big after the touchdown, and now
just be smart right here. Do what you do. Don't change anything. You come back and you might hit a quick pass to Orion again. If they're going to play off of him, maybe hit a stop route right there and let him or speed out toward the sideline, and just be smart with the ball.
It's a 38-yard punt to the 33-yard line. Carson will bring the offense out exactly 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Springdale scored on their last drive, 8 plays, 56 yards, and now trying to tie or take the lead. Here's Wilder. Across the 35, close to the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, he did a great job hurdling that kid right there and then making some positive yards out of that.
Yeah, we're watching a kid grow up right in front of us.
That kid is getting better. He's much better tonight than I thought he would be even just after the last week. He's so much better. Really good job.
Tonight, Wilder, 15 carries, 91 yards. Looking for his second career 100-yard game. This is second down. Snaps low. Wilder's going to go absolutely nowhere, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, I think Carson missed his read right there, or the back. Something happened up front right there. We either missed a block or missed a read.
So they put it down at the 36. It's going to be third down. We'll call it 7. The line to make is the 48. As the clock runs 10:03 to go in the ballgame. 3-point lead for Bishop Kelley. This is a big third down for Springdale. The Dogs tonight 3 out of 9 on third down. Here's Carson. Gets away. He's got green turf in front of him. First down. He's going to slide down at the 46. First down, Springdale.
Good job right there. And, you know, anytime Carson's got the ball in his hands, those are things that can happen. And we were able to, you know, make a play right there. Good job by the quarterback.
10-yard pickup's going to give Springdale the first down.
You know, and right now this is what we need to do. We need to keep them on the field on defense as well. Keep moving the ball,
Clock running, 9:30 to go in the ball game. Oriana, the running back. Carlos Hernandez is checked in as the tight end. That's Wilder in motion. Here's Oriana straight ahead for a couple up to, we'll call it the 48. It's going to bring up second down, and I think Springdale's content to just keep moving forward, but those conversions are going to become really, really big as this night goes on.
Well, and here's what you're going to see out of the defense, too. They're going to start jumping around a little bit. They're going to send an extra one here, an extra one there, and try to make us an extra play. You know, I see the coach down here telling him, watch the quarterback to pull. It's a read. You know, it's not one of those. I mean, the quarterback's going to make a read, and when he pulls it, it's a read.
Second down, 8 yards to go. It's Larice in motion. Carson to throw. Throw that one out of bounds. Going to bring up third down. That's that play they ran to Wilder in the first half for 9 yards. Bishop Kelley snuffs that one out, and it's going to bring up third down. So now a third down and 8. Springdale 4 out of 10 tonight on third down conversions. This just feels like Carson time, doesn't it?
Yep. I don't have a problem with that.
Line to make the 44. Springdale taking their time in the huddle here. 12 seconds on the play clock.
Let's get up
They're going to have to hurry. They get to the line quickly. 5 seconds on the play clock. They'll snap it. Try to zone read. Carson going to lose 2, and Springdale's going to have to kick the football. So they'll put it down at the 46. It's a 2-yard loss. And now A.J. Woods in to kick. Wes Woody, R.J. Woody drop back. Clock running, 8:09 to go in the ball game. 3-point Bishop Kelley lead. It's Manuel in motion. Snaps high. A.J. catches it. Gets the kick away. This one angling towards the 15-yard line. Caught there by, that's Easton who caught. Nope, Brody Webster catches that one at the 15. And
Brody's done a good job covering down the field.
He really has. So 7:52 to go in the ball game. Ball will go at the 15-yard line.
Good flip of the field there by A.J. That's what we needed.
So Bishop Kelley will bring the offense out. Springdale defense has played better here in the second half.
They have. We got to stay on number 3. You know, when they need something, they're going to throw to number 3.
That's who they go to.
Every time.
Trips will come to the right of Max Gibson, the quarterback.
They got rotated their back out again.
Colbert's the running back.
There's
straight in. Bien Lowland's there. He's not going anywhere. It's going to bring up second down. Bien has played a lot. I mean, he's played a lot here in the last 3 games, but that's a guy that's getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better too, and it's a kid that didn't know a whole lot when he first got here, so he's really good.
2-yard pickup brings up second down and 8. 7:30 to go in the ball game. Bishop Kelley, this kind of against their DNA is to stand around and wait.
Right.
They like to go. Three wide receiver set. Ritzopt is the tight end. He's more of a blocking tight end. He kind of goes where the ball's going. There's that sprint draw. Easton from behind drags him down. It's going to bring up third down.
Yep. Easton, and I sat there and watched Easton. He made sure the quarterback gave the ball and then took off underneath right there. Great job, Easton Hahn, just hawking him down from the backside. Great job.
So it'll bring up third down. You're going to put it back at the 16, so it's a 1-yard loss.
Big play right here. Big play right here. You watch number 3.
Springdale's done a nice job against the run tonight. 27 carries for Bishop Kelley, 69 yards. This is going to be 3rd down and 9. Pickard and Carson Thompson go to the top of the screen. Here's Gibson to throw. Gibson under pressure with room. Now nothing but turf in front of him. 20-yard line. He's going to run out of bounds at the 25. I think he's got the first down. He does.
Yeah, our end on this side, he stuck his nose inside, and as soon as he did, he lost the edge right there. And that
clock stops with 6:17 to go. They're going to put him down at the 29. So it winds up being 14-yard pickup and enough for the first down. First and 10, heavy set for Bishop Kelley.
counter.
Here's Colbert straight ahead. Across the 30, gets to the 35, still going. And he's going to be stopped at about the 38-yard line. It's going to wind up being about an 8-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they're going to give him all the way almost 9.5 up top there.
Yeah, they're going to put him down at the 39-yard line.
Wow. Had some linemen pushing toward there, and they just kept forward progress, keep moving.
So to bring up second down in less than a yard. Clock moving here, 5:45 to go in the ball game. Bishop Kelley got out of jail on a 3rd and long, and now trying to move the chains again. Colbert's the running back. Here he comes. Near side, first down, the 40. They're going to give him the 41. And they'll move the chains. Clock will stop momentarily. So they put it at the 41. 5:26 to go. Springdale with all 3 timeouts. Bishop Kelley with just 2. So first and 10, Colbert's the running back. It's Nichols and Ritzhoff coming in motion. They'll come near side. Here comes Colbert, straight ahead into the middle of that Springdale defense. He's still going, ball's loose.
I think
I think Springdale's got it. They do. Yep. Springdale comes away with it. Guess who? Easton Hahn. And Springdale now with 4:54 to go in the ball game has an opportunity to win the game.
Wow. That was huge right there. Again, 26, the catalyst.
Yeah, Easton Hahn comes up with it.
Great job right there. Great job. And I'll tell you what, and I say 26 is the catalyst, but they just feed off of him. But our defense stepped up right there when they needed to.
They sure did.
Good
First
job
fumble of the year for Springdale, fumble recovery. And they've got the football here. First and 10, ball at the 44, 4:54 to go in the game. I'm big on the sudden change thing.
Yeah.
Let's take a shot, delay it to see what happens.
Well, they got him played. Look at your safeties pulled up right here. This may be the shot for it.
Here's Carson, going to pitch to Wilder, trying to get outside. And he's going to get a couple across the 45-yard line.
I think clocks. We're fine on the clock. Just do what we do right here. Offensive line step up. They're going to probably try to blitz here and there. When they just got to be smart right here and watch it.
Shout out to my mom who's watching back in Virginia. Hi, Mom. Second down, 9 yards to go. Clock running, 4:25 to go here in the ball game. Second and 9. Wilder Larice is the running back. Carson Hayter is the quarterback. Bunch formation to the top for Springdale. Here's Carson to throw. Pass. Oh, my goodness. In and out of the hands of Carlos Hernandez, and now brings up a 3rd down and long.
Well, that would have been a huge play right there.
Looked like a little confusion. It looked like Carlos didn't think it was intended for him.
I don't either. I'm not sure, but man.
Clock stops, 4:09 to go. Springdale with 3 timeouts. And this is their best opportunity here in the second half. It was a 14-7 game at the half. Bishop Kelley got it to 17-7. Springdale's answered with an 11-yard Carson Hayter run. And now the Dogs, with 10 seconds on the play clock, going to have to hurry.
Yeah, you may see it right here.
3rd down and 9. Carson. He's going to get inside the 40. It's not going to be enough for a first down, and now it's 4th down.
Makes it better. Makes it a better play call than 4th and 8, 9.
It's a 4-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 4th down, and we'll call it 5.
Yeah, it's going to be 4.5, close to 5. Sure is.
Springdale tonight averaging 3.9 yards per play. And with 3:41 to go, this could be the ball game. Springdale breaks the huddle with 12 seconds on the play clock. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. Wilder will now split out. 5 on the play clock. Carson in trouble. Carson Hayter's going to be dragged out at the 46. Beckett Jackson makes the sack. He just got the jump on the right tackle, Sebastian Torres, and Carson had nowhere to go.
Yep, Carson tried to reverse his field, and by then that kid had a full head of steam and then just made a good play. So, 3:23 left. Defense has got to step up. They're going to milk the clock.
Springdale's got 3 timeouts.
Yep.
But your best chance may have just walked out the door on 4th down. Springdale's defense, again, like you said, going to have to step up really big here in the final 3:23. So Gibson will bring it out. Wes Woody's checked in at the running back spot. I don't know how adventurous they're going to get. 3-point ball game. Springdale shows blitz. Here they come. Here's Gibson. Across the 45, going to get to the 49. So it'll get about 3 on the play.
Yeah, they're going to run the football, and they're going to milk it as much as they can. And, I think you're going to see if we make a stop right here, you'll see your timeout. And they'll try to use them probably this series right here.
2nd down and 7. Ball at the 49. Clock goes under 3 minutes to go. Springdale's defense looking for one more lightning strike here. Get the ball back. Woody's the running back alongside Max Gibson.
Watch your quarterback pull right here. That one right there, I think the coaches got that because that one he didn't look near as much as the one,
5th offside penalty tonight against Springdale. That one stings. That's going to not take it down to the 46-yard line. It's going to set up a 2nd and short.
Here's the weird thing, too, is the clock runs. It starts over the 25-second clock.
Springdale nearly jumps again. Play clock down to 10. Woody's the running back. 5 on the play clock. Here he comes, Woody on that outside zone. Not going to get there. Springdale stacks him up. And he may have fought forward. He did for a yard. Springdale had him.
Yep.
Wes Woody fights forward for a yard.
It's going to be third and 1. We took a timeout, I think. Or no?
No, not yet. Clock still running. 2:07 to go. Here come the Bigs. This is this formation where they're going to come out of the huddle really fast. Under 2 minutes to go. Springdale still with all 3 of their timeouts. This a 3rd down and 1. Gibson, the quarterback. Now he pulls back. This is a quarterback sneak to the left, correct, Coach?
Probably.
There he goes. 1st down and more. Gibson off to the races. He's going to score. And that's going to do it. As Max Gibson goes 45 yards for the touchdown with 1:31 to go here in the game. Bishop Kelley's run for 146 yards tonight in addition to throwing for 197. It's been a real nice balance for them tonight. That's going to be the dagger that probably puts this one away. As Evan Gobier comes on to try the extra point, R.J. Woody will hold. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score with 1:31 to go in the ballgame. Bishop Kelley 24, Springdale 14. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution. Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
Max Gibson goes 45 yards to extend the lead to 10 at 24-14. And, I think Springdale's when they watch the film on this one's going to look at that drive.
Right.
They get killed on the 4th down, and they're going to look at that as their opportunity. And still some time to go here. Got all 3 timeouts, but you're going to have to work very, very quickly.
Hey, it ain't over till it's over.
That's correct, till it's triple zeros.
Just
Again,
be smart, and who knows? He may kick it short right here. We get a return, get an onside, get it, and we'll go ahead and win it by 4.
Springdale off next week, starts conference play in 2 weeks. Gobier gets into the ball. He'll send it towards Casados. He'll take it at the 2. Aaron Casados is going to get out to about the 14-yard line, and that is it. Beckett Jackson there on the tackle. And now Springdale's going to have to go the distance in 1 minute and 27 seconds. They do have all 3 timeouts. A 12-yard return is going to set them up on the near hash. So Carson Hayter will bring out the offense. Credit this Bishop Kelley defense. They've done a nice job on Carson tonight. After running for 195 yards last week, Carson just 10 carries, 21 yards tonight.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, Oriana's the running back. There's Oriana straight ahead. Runs over a guy, still going. Ransel's going to get out near the 20-yard line. It's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. The clock will continue to run here. 1:10 to go. Springdale going quickly. Here's Carson. Pass complete far side. That's Wilder. 2-yard pickup up to the 22, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Clock stops with 1:02 to go. Easton Hans checked in at the tight end spot. Wilder will come. He'll be the number 2 receiver here near side. It's Oriana straight ahead. He's going to get, I think they're going to give him the 1st down up to the 25.
Yep.
And Springdale's going to take the timeout. So they'll move the chains, and Coach, with 55.9 seconds to go here, I think if you're Springdale, you're frustrated.
Yep.
You come all the way over here. You think you can. You take that first drive, 16 plays, 80 yards, and since then just haven't been able to get it in gear.
Yeah, they took the first drive. I think them chance the kids relax a little bit, and Bishop stayed with what they knew. They were a little bit smaller. They're a little quicker, and they just brought an extra guy here. They'd send them over there. They'd send a guy late out of the secondary, and they just, unfortunately, they had extra guys, and our line just didn't pick them up in time.
Springdale offensively on the ground came in averaging 323 yards per game, just 167 tonight. About half their average. This is going to be 1st down and 10. Carson Hayter in the shotgun. Carson flushed right. He'll throw it. Pass incomplete. Looking for Easton Hahn. Bring up 2nd down with 49.8 seconds to go. Springdale with 2 timeouts here. Carson trying to engineer a drive here and see if we can get one more shot at this thing. Carson gets the play from the sidelines. He'll come back into the huddle. Plenty of time on the play clock. 15 to go. Here's Carson to throw. Under pressure, and he sneaks away, but he's not going to get much. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looks like we're going to get a timeout, Springdale. 41 seconds to go in the ballgame. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
41.4 seconds to go in the ball game. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Carson will bring out this offense, which has been bottled up for most of the night tonight. Boy, there have been flashes where you were just like, okay, here we go. And credit this Bishop Kelley defense. They have kept after it. Held Springdale to 14 points tonight. Here's Carson. Fires, pass in and out of the hands and intercepted. And that's going to do it.
Yep. You know, this is one of those games. It's a non-conference game. Doesn't count against us in the conference, and there's going to be some positives we get out of this based on them coming at us and being able to go back and watch film, and that's going to be important that our kids understand this is a learning process. You know, it's not where we start the season, it's where we finish the season, and this is going to be important. And I know these coaches are going to harp on that. They're going to do that because that's what this is built around. It's about the process. It's not about one game. So let's learn
Goodman
from
with the interception. Looks like Bishop Kelley's going to go into the victory formation and run this last 35.9 seconds out. Gibson will take a knee back at the 40.
Yep.
The clock starts, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. Our final score: Bishop Kelley 24, Springdale 14. Coach and I will be back to wrap it up. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on Springdale Athletic Foundation Television.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Final score tonight: Bishop Kelley 24, Springdale 14. And Coach, you just said it. Non-con or preseason games, they really don't matter. You want to go through your non-con. You want to play well. I think Springdale's going to look at this one and look at some opportunities that got away from them.
Right.
But I think with the week off, get ready for Rogers Heritage. Even the record up at 2-2, and start 1-0 in conference play.
And that's going to be the most important. You got this week off. You get your kids, back where they need to be. Get their legs back under them. Make sure everybody's good and healthy going into the conference. And like I said, use this as a learning experience. Is it tough? 100%. Mm-hmm. It's real tough. It's hard to, for those kids to understand that sometimes. But I know the coaching staff down there, they do a tremendous job under Brett's leadership and all those coaches, because I know that because they come help us a couple of days a week. And those guys are great leaders. They come give us influence. And he's getting there and he's telling them that right now, guys. Look, no, we didn't win, and it's a tough loss. Remember how you feel, because you don't want to feel this way moving forward. Yeah. So he's going to teach them, hey, this is part of the learning process.
Well, one of the things you have to remember about this team, 52 sophomores right now in this program that are getting time. And look, you can't ask for much more. With 4 minutes to go, you get the football with an opportunity to go in and win it. And that's just one of those things a young team does, is the mistakes, the offsides, that sort of thing. They're going to learn, and they're going to get better from this. And next week, you use it as just sort of a learning week. You get back to basics. Then you get ready for Rogers Heritage in the conference opener in a couple of weeks. Yep. Well, for Coach Johnson and our entire SAF crew, again, our score: Bishop Kelley 24, Springdale 14. We will talk to you 2 weeks from tonight from Rogers Heritage. Everybody enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you then.